Hello, and welcome back to Legends ZA Mega Dimensions. Miss Tox. I'm a Quasartico Inc. employee charged with the city's wild zone management. Unfortunately, you've been receiving reports of wild Pokemon acting oddly here in Wild Zone 8. I'm sorry to have to bother you, but I'd like to request your help in investigating the situation. If you would lend us a hand, please go find out what is happening in Wild Zone 8. Indeed, what is happening inside of Wild Zone 8? Besides there being 3 alphas in here. What is going on? Oh. Some Pokemon digging underground, perhaps? Oh, Sandy Gas. How interesting. Oh, I can catch these. I was not expecting that. Catch some Sandy Gas, why not? All right. Is there going to be a Palo-Sand, maybe? No? Okay. Reliable as ever, Miss Tox. You didn't merely assess the situation, you resolved it. I'd hazard a guess that those Sandy Gas arrived from Hyperspace Lumios and made themselves right at home. Sanda and the other local Pokemon must have been quite frightened of them. Have you ever read Sandy Gas Pokedex entry? Grudges of the dead have possessed a mound of sand and become a Pokemon, it says. Sandy Gas is fond of the shovel on its head. A creation born of grudges from those who have passed away, how frightful. Well, Miss Tox, I should be on my way, if you'll excuse me. This guy's got a Scizor. Charizard. Are you gonna want to battle? It's another one of these guys. You ever get the feeling someone's staring at you? You're staring at me. Yes, I need your help. You will help, won't you? I have this new neighbor. She just moved here from the Paldea region. She brought her Pokemon with her. And it keeps staring at my poor Scizor. Yeah, look at Scizor. He's like, this is weird. My Scizor's not exactly the bravest of Scizor. Since they moved in, every day has been a terror. Please, can you find out why my new neighbors, Tinkatuff, keep staring at my poor... Oh. It's because it wants to kill the Scizor and take its metal body for its hammer. That's what they do. That's awkward. Also, Tinkatuff is in the game? Tinkatink, Tinkatuff, Tinkatun. Whoa. Yes, can I help you with something? Yeah, why are you standing on the roof just staring out with clenched fists? Your neighbor's Scizor. Oh, is this about the Scizor that lives next door? Look at it, it's a demon. I know, I keep catching my Tinkaduff staring at it. I think Tinkaduff's just a bit afraid and is feeling on edge. Scizor does have an intimidating look. No, Tinkaduff likes to take the metal plates from Corviknight, so it probably sees Scizor as prey. Like it wants to kill the Scizor and take its plates. But I suppose being stared at all the time is also intimidating in its own way, isn't it? Yeah. I'm so sorry you got dragged into this. Could you let my neighbor know there's no harm intended? I'm also not sure why you just couldn't have gone and talked to them. Did I just teleport? What the hell? So why does Tinkaduff keep staring at my Scizor? Scizor looks intimidating. What? So it's staring at my poor frightened Pokemon because it thinks Scizor looks scary? I mean, it's not like Scizor can change its face. That's just the way it looks. What has happened to my peaceful home life? Everything was fine until that weird Pokemon moved in next door. Come to think of it, don't people say that Tinkaduff likes to attack other Pokemon to steal their metal? What if it's got eyes on my Pokemon because of Scizor's steel type? Zor? Scizor, be afraid. Don't worry, Scizor, I'll protect you with my life if I have to. My poor Scizor won't be able to rest easy like this. Who knows if we can trust that lady's Pokemon? Look, I'm sure she's got her own things going on, having just moved here and all, but please, can you get her to understand our feelings too? Alright, seems like something where like you guys put your Pokemon in their Pokeballs so that they can't attack each other, and you guys go sit down as humans and go have a coffee and talk about this. Because yes, this is an issue, and you have valid concerns. She doesn't seem to be too worried or doesn't understand what her Pokemon does, but like, work this out. Why am I doing this? Back again from that neighbor of mine. Your Tinkaduff is scaring them. My Pokemon is scaring them, but it's such a sweetheart. They don't even know Tinkaduff. My sweet Tinkaduff would never attack another Pokemon just to get more metal. Well, almost never. Alright, lady. Lions don't eat meat, right? We're the ones who just moved in here. We're the ones who are uneasy, and they're saying we're scary? Then I want proof that my neighbor Scizor isn't glaring at Tinkaduff to intimidate it. Again, they need to deal with this. Why am I... He keeps getting closer. What is happening here? You guys gonna have a battle down there in the middle? Well, he's getting closer. She's not. So, what'd she say now? She doesn't quite trust her Scizor. Who could doubt my sweet and timid Scizor? There's not a threatening bone in its body. Look, I get it's gotta be scary moving into a new region and all, but we live here too. Well, I don't see any choice but to prove to her that my Scizor is perfectly innocent and not scary. How will you do that? We'll just have to get Scizor and Tinkaduff to know each other face to face. Though I'd feel a lot better if you were there too. Go ask my neighbor if she's game. If she is, we can both bring our Pokemon to meet. Scizor's like, I don't like this idea. I'll mediate this meeting, but if anything happens, I'm bringing Charizard, and he'll melt both of you. All right? He wants Tinkaduff and Scizor to get to know each other? Alright. Tinkaduff and I have also been stressed about this whole situation. Let's meet up and prove once and for all that my Pokemon is no threat to that Scizor. We can do that, right, Tinkaduff? Okay, now that we're all here, let's introduce our Pokemon to each other. Where's her Tinkaduff? And if anything starts to look dicey, we'll call them both into their Pokeballs. This way, Scizor. Scizor does seem rather scared. Over here, Tinkaduff. Your Tinkatuff seems rather bashful. Round 1. Fight. Tinkatuff doesn't show any signs of attacking. And Scizor only looks a bit scary, but isn't really scary at all. I guess they assumed the worst of each other, didn't they? Yes, they did. Our Pokemon are looking friendlier already. Yes, and I hope we can be friends as well. I'm still adjusting to Lumiose. It would be nice to have someone I can ask for help. It was nice of the trainer to go out of her way to help some strangers like us. Oh, Tinkatuff, no, don't go ripping metal off those chimney pipes. This will be fine, right? Yeah. Maybe stop it from destroying the building and taking the scrap metal? Maybe, I don't know. Alright, we can go to the museum now and continue the main story mission. And go see Ansa and Corina. So to the museum. One look into Lumiose Museum and you can tell it's remarkable. If buildings were Pokemon trainers, this one would be a champion for sure. I've never had a chance to visit, even with how close it is to Hotel Richizime. I'll be our tour guide, as long as you two don't mind that I know nothing about art. Wouldn't that make you a very bad tour guide then? By all means. And let's begin with that painting over there. The one with Golurk. Lead the way, Miss Corina. What a fantastical looking city. Does such a place really exist? It sure does. The gym leader there is pretty mystifying herself. That tree in the painting is supposed to be 1,500 years old. Maybe AZ watched it grow up. I bet you're right. I'm sure his long years of wandering took him to all kinds of places. I would quite like to see this 1,500-year-old tree. It's ours for the seeing. People can go practically anywhere as long as they've got Pokemon. My dear mama once told me the same thing. She said it's part of what makes a trainer's partnership with their Pokemon so amazing. I've gone all over the place with Lucario and the rest of my team. I think your mom's spot on. Okay, let's see what's upstairs. Is this their way of like shoehorning in the museum and getting the player to see it just in case they missed it in the base game? Because I don't think you have a reason to come in here. There's one side quest that comes in here and they have all this stuff, like they have all the Pokeballs, they have the Hisuian stuff from Legends Arceus. One truly appreciates the scale of Lumiose City when seeing it laid out this way. Hotel Richizime in this museum would be over there, right? Indeed, they're a fairly long way from Hotel Z, with many people filling the city between them. Yeah, this city's sheer charm draws all kinds of people here. Though Lumiose can also be a disaster magnet. That big power outage, the tower running wild, and now there's Hyperspace Lumiose too. That's true. As much as I hope to find that fine legendary Pokemon in hyperspace, the idea that Hyperspace Lumiose could merge with Lumiose is troubling. We'll stop it. Yeah, that's why we're doing all this survey work, to make sure things turn out okay. Plus, we're going to find out what's causing all this rogue mega evolution and stop it. We won't let those poor Pokemon keep suffering. Indeed, I'll make donuts diligently to support you. Is it alright if we go see what's on display over there? You bet. The ancient Pokeballs. It's remarkable that people in the olden days used handmade Pokeballs to catch Pokemon. They sure had it rough. Thank goodness we can mass produce them now, like at the Pokeball factory here in Kalos. Getting interested in catching some Pokemon for yourself, Ansha? Seems more like you're Hoopa's friend than its trainer, but I bet you do a great job. I'm not quite sure I'm up to the challenge of becoming a Pokemon trainer, especially considering the examples I'd have to live up to, such as my dear mighty mama. Being a Pokemon trainer doesn't mean you have to try to be the strongest one, you know. Although, I'm curious how it'd feel to reach rank A in the ZA Rotal. Anything to share, Tox? I was too busy to notice. Makes sense. You were doing it so you could stop the tower from wrecking the city after all. Well, Ansha, if you change your mind about becoming a Pokemon trainer, let us know. So her mom is a really good trainer? I wonder who her mom is then, if it's someone that we know. I'll put you through the ring, my special coaching process. Karina, take it easy, she's just a little girl. You're very kind, I'll consider it. Shall we move on to the next exhibit? Shall we ever? This is the Temple of Sinnoh. They say some legendary Pokemon appeared here. Yeah, all three of the space, or the, what are they known as? I know it's time, space, and antimatter. What if we found a section of hyperspace universe resembling this temple? Do you think the fine legendary Pokemon I'm looking for would be there? Hard to say. Maybe? If the Pokemon you're after has something to do with this temple, that is. That would make sense. Hey, don't forget you've already got a spectacular Pokemon in Hoopa right there. Maybe it seems like no big deal since you're together all the time, but that one's special. Yeah, how did you meet Hoopa anyways? I happened upon Hoopa. Oh, I suppose it was about 6 months ago now? The poor thing looked much worse for the wear. It just seemed to have lost a battle with a mighty Pokemon it played a prank on. But I fed Hoopa a fresh baked donut and it perked up straight away. It's stuck by my side ever since and helped me visit hyperspace as well. Whoa, so your donuts were so tasty that they unlocked Hoopa's inner power? I guess people and Pokemon meet for a reason, even if we're not their trainers. Okay, my turn to pick an exhibit. Follow me. Wait, Miss Karina. What is this? Check out this painting, Ansha. What is that place? It's called the Tower of Mastery. I trained there for ages. Did you always know you wanted to be a Pokemon trainer, Miss Karina? Not exactly. When I was a kid, my parents were super busy, kind of like yours, Ansha. I hung out with my grandpa a lot and naturally started following his footsteps. That's how I ended up becoming a trainer. Is our conversation about whether you want to be a trainer weighing on you? I suppose so. It's mostly to do with my dear mama. I look up to her very much, so I'd love to be able to gift her with that fine Pokemon. But if I became a trainer, I worried I'd never live up to the standards she set. Maybe, maybe not. I bet as long as you do what you really want, she'll be happy for you. That's what my grandpa wanted for me anyway. Although he does sometimes sigh and ask what happened to the quiet little kid I used to be. Goodness. Either way, you're already amazing, Ansha. Even if you aren't a trainer, you've befriended a Pokemon like Hoopa. That's really something. Anyway, I think I'm all museumed out. Should we head to the Blue District and visit Cafe Soleil? Yes, please. Welcome, may I help you? So this is Cafe Soleil. What a lovely looking place. I'll order for us. Go ahead and grab a seat. Do you take your coffee with sugar, Ansha? I'll take without. That's how my dear mama takes hers. Much too young to be drinking coffee. This is the flavor mama loves so much. I may need to wait and approach it again when I'm a bit more grown up. Yeah, okay. Your Soleil blend looks really good to me. Trade you for my Moo Moo milk tea. If you don't mind that I've already taken a sip. Deal. Let me guess, Hoopa. You're thinking you'd rather have one of Ansha's donuts than this stuff. You get an amazing boost of power whenever you eat one of Ansha's donuts, right? But even so, you took a licking from some amazing Pokemon before Ansha found you. And then you went and took Ansha into hyperspace with you. I guess I'm just now realizing how glad we should be that she came back unharmed. We wouldn't be able to do any of our survey work in hyperspace Lumios without you two. So if things get rough, ask us for help. We gotta take care of you. Let's keep up the good work for all Lumios' sake. When you think about it, what Ansha's doing is way more impressive than just being a trainer. Right, Tox? Definitely impressive. Thank you for saying so. Looking back, it was reckless of me to dive headlong into hyperspace Lumios. But when Hoopa pried open that distortion, I simply couldn't fight my curiosity. Yeah, that's human nature. Who wouldn't want to peek through and see what's on the other side? You do the same, right, Tox? I knew it. I mean, yeah. And we got Pokemon to defend us, so, like, it's not that big of a deal. For her, I guess, since she's not a trainer, it's more dangerous, but... Wow, I lost track of time I lost track of time chatting. I bet we'll hear from Corbeau pretty soon, huh? Most likely. As much as I hate our fun to end, we better return to Hotel Z. The gang's all back. I was playing tourist for a change. Oh, it was lovely. What a luxurious way to pass the time. Lucky you. Wish I could have tagged along. Why didn't you? You guys just sat around the hotel. You could have come with us. You can visit the museum and go to cafes literally anytime you want. See? Like Naveen knows. You just don't get it, Naveen. I guess we've got more important things to talk about. Indeed. Well done not derailing the conversation. We have something for you, Ansha. Whatever could it be? Oh, they gave her an apron. How cute. Why, look at my apron. It's emblazoned with our logo. Just a little something we whipped up while you were out on the town. We? Welcome to Team MZ, Ansha. Thank you, thank you. I'm so pleased to be matching with everyone at last. How come only Ansha's gets a logo? Can't you sew one onto my outfit too? Karina feels left out. Karina's already all dripped out though. The megastones all over your clothes don't leave much space to work with, Karina. Oh, true. These megastones are symbols of my bonds with my Pokemon. I'd never take them off. But you can only have 6 on your team. This is more like you just collecting all the stones and just wearing them. Logo or no-go, Karina, you're part of Team MZ too. Uh-oh. Wait, did y'all hear that? Sounded like it came from the strategy meeting room. Let's go see what it was. Go check that room, Tox. I thought we were going to see. Now it's just me? Who's in here? Ghost? No one seems to be here. Guess we've got ghosts. Please, don't start. What's wrong, getting flashbacks to Rogue Mega Bandit? Come on, Naveen, you're not actually scared. Uh-oh. A Gulpin? How would you not feel that? Is Gulpin not heavy? How much does Gulpin weigh? 22 pounds. Jumping down and landing on his head. That would be heavy. That's like a small child jumping on your head. This Gulpin must have come from hyperspace Lumios, right? Yeah, I know. Emma's been dealing with cases where Pokemon mysteriously appear, and I think this Gulpin probably turned up the same way. Yeesh, I bet Pokemon will pop up like this all over the city if we don't take care of things. What shall we do about our Gulpin guest? I wonder if the tasty smell of Chef Ansha's donuts lured it here. I suppose it could just live here, couldn't it? AZ let Pokemon stay here after all, and I'm willing to forget the scare it gave me. Hello again, helpful squad. Sorry for the holdup. We've gone over the data from your missions, and we learned something big. I need our Rogue Mega Evolution Task Force over here pronto. All 3 of you. Wow, you're a task force now? You gonna go, you gonna go, Urbane? Obviously. Lita, Naveen, can you 2 hold down the fort and look after Ansha? We definitely owe Corbeau an in-person visit after all the data crunching he's done. Let's go. Okay, Corbeau. What have we got for us? There you are. Let's skip the how do you do's. That distortion above what used to be Prison Tower continues to confound us. All this research and we're still in the dark about that massive whatever it is. Sounds challenging. Maybe. But it's not all bad news. After poring over all this data, we've come up with a theory about Hyperspace Lumios itself. We think Hyperspace Lumios is sort of a big melange of subconscious thoughts. I don't think I get it. It's a little difficult for me to even explain, truth be told. Philippe, fill them in. Well, to elaborate on the boss's summary, the degree to which Hyperspace Lumios resembles parts of our city made us suspicious. So we went looking through your survey data to see if we could find a cause for this resemblance. We've come to suspect that it's not Lumios itself being reflected per se, but rather memories of it. In other words, the subconscious. Thanks for the crash course, Philippe. We're not through analyzing yet. Who knows? Maybe it's a reflection of the subconscious of people and Pokemon. There's a lot more we need to learn, which means you've got a lot more surveying to do. If Hyperspace Lumios keeps expanding at this rate, there's no telling what havoc might occur. We'll stop it. Have no fear, Team MZ's here. Good, because Team MZ is pretty much all we can count on. But don't get overconfident, it's still tough in there. Use XP candies you find in hyperspace to beef up your Pokemon if you need. Yeah, our Pokemon don't seem to get EXP points from defeating Pokemon in Hyperspace Lumios, so that'll definitely help. Thanks, Corbeau. I did not notice that. I did not notice that you don't get experience fighting them. It makes sense, I guess, because the Pokemon are over level 100, so that would be like insanely high experience gains. Guess we better order up some more donuts from Chef Ansa. Ansha? These ought to be some help in your research talks. More Ultra Balls? I don't know why they're just feeding me Ultra Balls like this. Good luck out there. And go check out this side quest. Here? So this is a Mega Stone quest. I think like 4 minutes probably is enough time, right? Like, probably. Let us see. Complete your mission. Alright, where is the Rogue Mega Pokemon? This is weird. Oh, there we go. Hi. What are you guys doing in here? Oh, it's you. Thanks for giving me that Pikachu back then. Oh, right. She's the one that I gave the Pikachu to. And the other lady is the one that was sharing Raichu love or something? Thunderstones really are wondrous, aren't they? I just adore my Raichu. Alola. Thanks for the Pokemon trade, of course. The Raichu you gave me is such a delight. Okay, I remember these two ladies. But today, the two of us aren't here to ask you for another favor, but rather to do one for you. Because we're here to show you Raichu's Mega Evolutions. Interesting? Interesting. I did know that Raichu got a Mega form. I don't really know what they look like, but I was aware that he gets an X and Y Mega Evolution. Because it was one of the ones that they told us about it as soon as the DLC was announced, which is, you know, before the game came out. Are you ready to battle us so we can show off our Mega Evolved Raichu duo? I'm ready. Then allow us to demonstrate in battle. Behold, the Mega Evolutions of Raichu. Look, our Raichu. Oh, why are they alphas now? What just happened? They're both so big, they're alpha sized. Why did they just get alphatized? Also, I have to 2v1 these guys. Transform into Mega Raichu X and let loose the electromagnetism from your twin tails. Allow me to battle you on behalf of the Mega Raichu Y Promotion Committee. Its tails are huge. Oh, Jesus. It flies? Why is it flying? Okay, well, it's not an actual flying type. Also, this one looks like a Pikachu now. Sorry, was it gonna use Dragon Rush as well? Did I see that correctly? But that was the Raichu I used my Thunderstorm on, and I'd given it a Raichu Knight X to hold. You mean even Mega Raichu Y can't defeat you and your team? That's just too strong. Well, I mean, Garchomp kind of does counter them. No wonder you came out on top. You're an amazing ZA Royal trainer. That was just what I expect from the trainer who saved Lumiose from certain doom. It seems we've got to thank you once again, Tox. It's thanks to you that our Raichu duo was born. As an expression of my appreciation, I'd like you to gift you with this Raichu... Oh my lord. As an expression of my appreciation, I'd like to gift you with this Raichu Knight X stone. And please have this Raichu Knight Y stone from me. This is a side mission, so we should do this one. So let's go do that one first. Oh, Alpha Honedge. Spooky. Take a 5-minute donut, sure. Alright. Why are like these random people finding their way into the hyperspace zones though? You there, young trainer. Could I ask a special favor of you? I'd like to deliver this letter to the director of Academy Étoile. I would do it myself, but I'm afraid that certain circumstances prevent me from doing so. You mean like being trapped inside the hyperspace? Please, won't you deliver it in my stead? This seems fishy. If you doubt my intentions, I suggest you deliver the letter. Then you'll see the truth of the whole matter for yourself. Okay. This is the letter that must be delivered. No, you are not the same person. Oh, I remember you. You helped me find my ring before, didn't you? I did so appreciate your help. Wait a minute, it's her husband? Wait. What new good deed has brought you to Academy Étoile today? I'm looking for the director. A letter for the director? Well, you found her. I'm the director of this school. Yeah. Where did you get this letter? No, never mind that. There's an even more urgent question that must be answered. Please, won't you come to Vert Sector 6 with me? I must visit Racine Construction at once. So if you don't remember, that lady at the beginning of the game, you do a quest with her to find a ring that she dropped when she was visiting her husband's grave, I believe. And that hyperspace zone that we were just at was the graveyard, but the area that it took us to was not the graveyard. Thank you for coming. I feel so much better having you with me, having you here with me for support. I probably should have done this alone, but that letter you gave me, it raised so many questions. I suppose I ought to tell you what it said. I'm so sorry. I left you behind without ever having the chance to tell you something. 14 years ago, I entrusted my precious ring to a certain man for repairs. The man's name was Tarragon, the owner of a shop called Racine Construction. Receiving a letter from my deceased husband is simply impossible, isn't it? I was afraid to come by myself to find out if what this letter says is true or not. Why did you go to a construction company to have your ring repaired? Wouldn't you go to a jeweler for that? Are you Mr. Tarragon? That I am. How can I help you? Tell me, do you remember a man coming to you 14 years ago asking for your help repairing a ring? That I do. I'd gone and taken my little canary to a fancy restaurant to celebrate her birthday. We hit it right off with the guy sitting next to us. Canary took to him like a ducklet to water. When he heard what a dab hand I was at fixing things, he asked if I could help with a setting a stone that had come loose from a ring of his. Told me it was a special ring, one of a pair he and his wife had exchanged. That man was my husband, but I'm afraid there was an accident. I'm so sorry to hear that, ma'am. But what a stroke of luck that someone pointed you here after all these long years. I'd hope perhaps that ring, and I'm sure I owe you something for your labor. There ain't no need for that, ma'am. I can't take this kind lady's money, but maybe I could take a battle with you on Tox instead. How about it, kid? I'll be waiting in the garage if you're up for it. Okay. Oh, please, Tox, won't you give the gentleman his battle? I can't stand leaving this debt unpaid. Alrighty. The battle Tarragon. Wrap up this quest with the lady for her ring from her deceased husband, which is still concerning as to how he's in the hyperspace dimension. I guess it's just supposed to make sense because Corbeau said that it was like subconscious things. Alright, we're gonna Mega Evolve, take out this extra drill. I like Mega Extra Drill, he's kinda cool. It's exactly what he should be, a giant drill. Extra Drill still couldn't get past your defenses, eh? No, sir. More like my offenses. I wasn't using a defensive Pokemon. Ha, ain't that just typical? But admit it, me and Extra Drill gave you a run for your money, eh? Alright, Grandpa, let's get you back to bed now. We all owe you big time, kid. Growing stronger to put up a real challenge in battle's just my small way of showing you my appreciation. Well, consider me paid in full, ma'am. I think it's high time this ring made its way back home. Tox. I was so distraught when I lost my husband. I was so distraught when I lost my husband and we never found his ring. But now our two rings are back together at last. I'll treasure them and all my memories of him. Goodness, you found both my own lost ring and my husband's ring. You truly are wonderful, Tox. Gotta admit, it's a weight off my shoulders too, having that ring back where it belongs. Ah. 4 minutes should be more than enough time. It's a Skull villain. Interesting. Didn't know Skullvillain was gonna get a Mega Stone. Interesting. Watch out! Alright, well now I got a Skullvillain for that guy's quest. Why is a fire attack doing so much damage still? Holy. Holy balls. I think it's still fire grass. Keep our HP up here. One last air slash, how to do it. Not a Pokemon that I was expecting to get a Mega Evolution, I'll be honest. And a lot of people thought going from Capsakid to Skullvillain, it still felt kind of weak, even though it had a really good typing being Grass Fire. So it getting a Mega Evolution maybe is what it needed to kick it up. Where the... Oh, it's over here. Oh, I almost rolled right off the roof. 4 minutes for a battle. Seems like you made it into a strange slice of hyperspace Lumiose, huh, kid? Kind of resembles one of our battle zones. Guess we should call it a hyperspace battle zone. Might be that the trainers see you there as reflections of a bitter resentment felt by the trainers defeated on our side, eh? Whatever they are, I bet I can come up with some survey tasks suited to a hyperspace battle zone. I'll keep you plenty busy, so no slouching, kid. I was hoping to have been done with battle zones, but I guess they're not just gonna throw the mechanic away. And if you still need your 1,000 battles for your shiny charm, this is gonna help you. Go get him. So like, are you saying that your OS is too old to download Opera GX? Because I don't know if that's true. Because you don't have to have like a fancy computer to use it. It's just a web browser. Like, are you going to the website and it's saying that? I just walked out in front of that guy. I mean, maybe. I didn't think. I guess if your laptop is really that ancient. Did it just... That was weird. Okay, so there's Pokeballs here. Okay, so I guess if you're done your battle challenges, you don't really have a reason to come into these places. You might as well just do the normal zones. I think, like, I'm not sure, because I don't have any, I don't think I have any reason to come into these zones, like the hyperspace battle zones. So I'm guessing if it's just for if you haven't completed the, like the shiny charm or something. Because I know a lot of people did kind of like refuse to do it because it's 1,000 battles, and it's a lot, which it is, and I definitely felt it. Like, it's a hell of a grind. It took like 6 hours when I was done the game to get the last 500 battles I needed. Not 500, sorry. I needed like 300 battles by the end of the game. I was at like 720. So it took a little bit of time because I wasn't doing the whole grinding thing in the restaurant. I did battles in battle zones with a Dragonite using extreme speed. You get like 40 battles in a night, which gives you like 120 knockouts if each trainer has 3 Pokemon, which they don't always, but I feel like this is the easiest game that we have so far for shiny hunting, so I don't see why that Zangoose is huge. Is that like an alpha trainer? What the hell? I don't see why, if we have a the easiest game for shiny hunting, why they need to give you the shiny charm super easily as well. Like, it should be a bit of a challenge or a grind or whatever. He's an alpha trainer. All his Pokemon are alphas. That's interesting. That's something new. A giant Eevee. Yeah, so you don't get any experience, you don't get any cards, you don't get anything for defeating these guys. So there's nothing, unless you're farming berries, I guess, maybe would be a reason to come in here. Oh wait, maybe it should be a hologram. Must be a funny feeling to receive a seed of mastery. Okay. Actually, that's useful. So there is a reason to come in here, but it's for your mastery training. Fine work out there. You've accumulated enough points to advance our research. There's also a particular hyperspace distortion that... There's also a particular hyperspace distortion we asked that you look into. I've marked it on your map. Okay. Best of luck. We got our first level 3. What up, Karina? Hi. Okay, here we go into Hyperspace Lumiose. An overwhelming swell of mega energy has been detected within Hyperspace Lumiose. Let's go. Level 21 donut. Let's see who the new Pokemon is. So far, we've seen some pretty cool ones. We got Mega Staraptor's new, Mega Crabominable, Mega Scovillain, and we got Mega Absol Z, and we got Raichu X and Y. Why are we in a sushi restaurant? And why is everything way too big? This place is really glitched out. Yeah, I just noticed we're like super tiny. Whoa, Tox, look in the middle of the battle court. Tatsugiri? Catch the Tatsugiri that's showing signs of rogue mega evolution. As soon as it was sushi, I was like, yeah, it's Tatsugiri? Tatsugiri got a mega evolution? Does that mean Dondozo also got a mega? Okay, so Tatsugiri is a dragon water type. Frostlash should be good here. Whoever made this sushi platter was really committed to their vision, or to doing a bit. This sushi isn't gonna mega evolve, is it? Come on, you know that's not how it works. Is mega evolution a joke to you or something? Yeah, Urbane. Get your head out of your ass. it's all three forms. It's not a dragon anymore. Oh. I don't know what it is. Try Charizard. No, none of this is super effective either. So it's not a dragon anymore. Let's try Greninja. Greninja doesn't have anything super effective on him either. Wait, no, he is a dragon, but he's not weak to ice. Oh wait, yeah, dragon. Is he dragon water still? What in the hell? Don't shoot fish eggs at me. What is happening? Jeez. Charizard, get out of the way. Yeah, it is dragon water because it resists. Ow! It resists Iron Tail. Mega Evolve Garchomp. Yeah, now we're doing good damage. Although he is still also doing good damage to me. Oh. Let's get out of there. I don't have much time left. I need more Mega Energy. Come on. Ow. So close. Oh my god. Might have gotten it, had to go back a few years. Nice. It's a good browser. I don't know how many things you'll have if you had to go back really far. So it might not have the features that you want. For like the picture-in-picture. Hopefully it still has that, because that's the whole reason I told you to download it. So if you had to download an old version, hopefully it's still what you're looking for. Tatsugiri down though. Mega Tatsugiri. Another Pokemon I was not anticipating having a Mega. I wonder if it still has like its whole thing with like the team dynamic with having Dondozo on the battlefield with it. Battling Mega Tatsugiri might have been easier if I weren't so hungry. Karina, you could think about food in a battle that fierce? Respect. Not bad, you three. The Rogue Mega Evolution readings have disappeared. Go on and give yourselves a break while we start combing through this data. Hopefully we'll have some new learnings to share tomorrow. That makes 3 times we found one of these gold bonus balls after battling a rogue Pokemon. Guess it's not coincidence. Lots of berries and ultra butter, because we got good butter, great butter, and it also contains what seems to be some butter. That butter sure looks amazing. Might as well call it amazing butter. All right, fine. Amazing butter. I still don't get why we've been finding butter when we calm these rogue Pokemon, but at least Ansha should be able to whip up some even better donuts with it. Yeah, Ansha and the others are waiting for us. Let's go back to Hotel Z, Tox. Hey, Ansha, we found another cool hyperspace souvenir. You showed Ansha the amazing butter. How wonderful. I'll be glad to use it. Now that we're all back, I think it's dinner time. And the Gulpin's gonna join us. We got a new team mascot, I guess. Listen, remember Corbeau and Philippe's theory about Hyperspace Lumiose? The subconscious thing? Right, how Hyperspace Lumiose seems to reflect subconscious thoughts and memories? I was skeptical, but after seeing that giant sushi, I don't know, maybe they're right. Does that mean Hyperspace Lumiose is made up of everyone's dreams or something? If it were everyone's dreams, it'd be even more chaotic than it already is. Yeah, because that is literally like the definition of what the warp is in Warhammer 40k. It's like the subconscious and the thoughts and like the dreams and stuff of everyone that's alive, and it's also the souls of everyone who's died goes into the warp, and that's what it is. So it's like insanely chaotic. Part of me wants to see what ridiculous chaos a dream world could produce. No, you don't, Urbane. Trust me. But I guess we can't let Hyperspace Lumiose keep getting more out of hand. Oh! What's up? I just realized, maybe Ansha saw that legendary Pokemon because Hyperspace Lumiose was reflecting her dreams or wishes or something. That's a good theory. Perhaps you're onto something, Lita. But that would mean Hyperspace Lumiose does indeed reflect our dreams, and if so, why? Yeah, still a mystery. Which is why Team MZ is gonna get to the bottom of things. So everyone, eat up. We can't investigate on empty stomachs. Yeah, agreed. Oh, Jet's back. I didn't think we'd see her anymore since she stepped down. Are the surveys of Hyperspace Lumiose making progress? Yes, ma'am. The Rust Syndicate is working with admirable fervor, to say nothing of Team MZ. It just drew in a bunch of energy. Oh. Is it gonna be Deoxys? And that's why she's like chasing Rayquaza? Yet it seems the situation may be evolving even more rapidly than we anticipated. But those children are the ones whom AZ entrusted our future. We can trust them too. Indeed, I suppose our duty as their elders is to believe in them and offer support. Please, Vinny, hadn't you better leave the elder talk to me? I beg your pardon, ma'am, as you say. Alright, so it's the next morning, we're starting off. I think that's a good stopping point for me for this episode. Thank you guys for watching so much. If you enjoy it, please hit the subscribe button down below and all that good stuff. Check out some other lovely videos on my channel. I've been working hard to get this editing thing down and make some good videos for y'all. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.